All right. Welcome back, everyone. I know it's been a minute, but it's good to see you. Felber unfortunately can't join us tonight because I think he's actually storytelling for another LARP. I always forget which one. I think
Crater.
it's
The
the
Austin
Austin one. Yeah.
vampire, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's always a bit of a loss to not have him here because he probably knows more about the game than I do. So I always like to have his help. But anyway, we will manage. But yeah, it's been a little while. It'll probably be just a little while until the next time because I think when our next game would be is, I believe, what would be the week of Thanksgiving. So I will not be around. I don't know what other people are doing, but lots of people are probably traveling. So
My wedding anniversary. I'm
yeah,
going to Vermont.
uh, I will not be going to Vermont for Julia's wedding anniversary, but I will be visiting my family.
Don't,
So,
don't come to Vermont on
so
my wedding anniversary.
yeah, um, we're not invited to that, and I'm afraid all of you out there are also not invited to that, unfortunately. So just saying. Uh, but to get us back into it, since it's been a minute, a lot happened on the last two episodes. Boy, it was kind of a doozy. I've had a tendency to call it, I sorry I killed your dad, because a lot of people's past came back to haunt them because the Sabbat kind of came to town and they attacked the furniture factory, which is where a lot of these pharmaceuticals were being made by these Finn Bloods that you all have been kind of negotiating with, working with a little bit. And when they attacked, they captured and presumably killed some of the Thin Bloods, chased some of them off. And also among the Sabbat were both Eden's sire and Gavin's sort of adopted sire, Linus. And everybody just switched all of a sudden. How'd that happen?
Sorry, that was my fault.
Oh, no, it's okay.
My camera is like more blurry than it usually is, and I don't know why. And I thought maybe if I turned it off and back on, it would fix it. It did not.
Well, I can fix that real quick. But, so, anyway, what we had is a confrontation in which quite a bit happened. There was a fight that broke out. Gavin, of course, led Linus off and used uh, his powers to trick Linus into staking himself,
Ada Morgana.
Fata Morgana, and then finished him off. And then Eden's sire, Cody, the gangrel, was largely defeated in combat, but then it came time sort of to figure out what would be done with his last moments.
Did somebody
And
freeze? Or did I freeze?
You
you froze.
froze.
So anyway, uh I'm still switching of thought for just a second there. So anyway, what happened then is that it looked like
Mhm.
Davenport was going to possibly diablerize Cody, but then, of course, Charlotte jumped in and kind of stole the kill and diablerized him. And
Wasn't Charlotte.
wasn't Charlotte. Okay, we can get into that. And then that's going to probably create some tension because diablerizing somebody right in front of everybody and clearly not really feeling bad about it at all is not terribly a good thing. So Then you all kind of return back to the old Pouncies for the night to turn in and kind of think about what happened. And sort of as a final thing, uh, not Charlotte, contacted her sire and kind of came to the realization that her sire is not coming back because her sire has responded to the beckoning. And he kind of let her know that he's not coming back. So everybody kind of dealt with their dysfunctional families in some way, and now we have to deal with the fallout of that. But really quickly, I am going to deal with putting on some of the music and dealing with the fallout of the screen switch. So let me turn that down just a bit. And I should just be able to shuffle the tiles around. Boom. There we go. And we're back. Okay. What will we be without our technical difficulties? So let's start with kind of the next night, which is just everybody giving me a rouse check.
That's just
Fail.
one die.
This is one die.
Fail.
Okay. So Charlotte is at hunger 1. Gavin's at hunger 2.
For the first time in forever, also fail.
Okay. So Eden is at hunger 2 as well. So everybody's a little hungry. But fortunately, we're going to go a little bit, since things have quieted down in town, we're going to go a little bit freeform with this. So you all wake up a little hungrier than you were. And now what are your plans for the evening?
So this is the next night, or is this like a few days later?
This we'll just start with the next night.
Okay. All right. I don't think I feel as good as I did before, the night before.
Okay.
No.
So and then the first thing I will point out, you'll notice that the lights are off.
They're off?
Mm-hmm. Like the lights in your rooms are off. The lights in the street are off.
So Gavin, since like Gavin is going to be in his RV, he is going to, because I assume like he's probably parked like somewhere in the hotel parking lot or nearby or something like that. So he is going to go walk over to the hotel and go to whoever Eden's room. We'll say, Eden's on, the whatever a floor that's closer, and just kind of like on her door.
Eden knocks back on the door on the other side. Because she's an asshole. Then she opens it up.
Well, I was about to do like a whole thing with you.
Mhm.
So I was in my RV and I noticed that street lights are off And I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. So I thought I'd come over here, but also I'm noticing that the hotel lights are off. Uh, do you find that kind of weird?
The power outage.
I get, would the lights in my RV be off as well?
No, your lights are the RV are fine.
Okay. Well, that's what I was thinking at first, but the lights in my RV are fine. And I would think if there was a power outage, it would include the lights in my RV, no?
Do you not have a generator?
I mean, I do have a generator, but that's not what I'm using now for electricity. I just got the regular normal electricity going.
How do you hook up your regular normal electricity then?
You know what?
Oh, are you talking? I thought you meant like the. I'm sorry. I thought you meant like the headlights of the RV. Do you have like external lights hooked up
Oh,
to
I
the?
didn't think about that.
Okay.
No, I meant like the lights like inside.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I would have to be on a generator.
Yeah, your engine runs it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so
So
retcon
let
that.
me
Sorry.
just put it that yeah, if you have anything on the RV that is hooked up to external power, it is not working.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, it just seems like a neighborhood power outage.
Yeah. Well, since I'm here, did you and Charlotte have any plans for today? Like, do we have to do anything, with Davenport or anything like that? Any
There's nothing,
unfinished business?
there's nothing on the schedule, but given the batch full of murder that happened, probably want to just chill for a bit. I mean, call up Davenport because they're supposed to like deal with bodies and burning stuff and just check to make
Yeah.
sure that's happened. But standards out, so probably don't want to go to zombie land over there. Not just yet.
So, I mean, now that we have dealt with, our respective sires or adopted sires, as it were, and we took care of the factory and all that, you ever think about what's next? Like, where do we go from here?
The main thing was trying to make a home here, so just continuing doing that. Unfortunately, we've only been here for like a few weeks, so that takes some time.
is.
I
I
never planned to
mean,
live in a hotel, so
I mean, I don't think most do. I don't know. I'm just thinking it's kind of hard for me to kind of stay in just one place. So
then get more than one place.
try.
You got money.
Yeah, that's true. Have you talked to Charlotte this morning?
No, I'm kind of leaving that by itself until it wants to pop out, because the whole soul eating thing.
Yeah, how was she before you all went to bed?
Drunk as Cooter
Happy.
Brown. Sorry.
Happy. Like had a nice
Uh,
big orgasm earlier tonight, so
Drunk as Cooter Brown.
all right.
No, I don't do that.
I'm gonna go.
Not me to
I
do
guess check in and see how she's doing. You want to come or you want to stay here?
I'm I'll come down soon. Give me a few.
All right. Yeah,
Get
yeah.
dressed.
All right. So Gavin is going to go to Charlotte's room, but before that, he's gonna stop at like the front desk of the hotel. I assume there's somebody like working there. Hey, sorry to bother you. Do you have any information on this like power outage? It's just little weird. There's no like storm or anything. Do you have any idea what might be causing it? Any idea of how long power's going to be down for?
Oh well, what we got? And it's just, of course, this old lady that works at the hotel desk. Well, there's not a lot of word on it. Some people just said it was like some kind of a car accident, knocked over some poles. Uh, you know how it is in these towns. Like you knock over 2 poles and the whole town's out.
Do they know where the car accident occurred?
Well, yeah, and she kind of describes a place, and it is not far from the location where you had found that vehicle, like those abandoned emergency vehicles.
Is this like a different car accident from that one?
Well, it's a little hard to tell from what this woman is saying, but
Okay.
it sounds like it could be, yeah. Like it sounds like there was a car accident near there, and yeah.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. I appreciate it. So she's Gavin is actually going to go back to Eden's room first. Knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock. You're muted.
Opens it. It's like, yes.
Hey, I just got some information you might want to hear, but let's kind of all of us meet up together. So
Yeah.
come on.
Let me get dressed. I'll meet you down there. Is that?
Have you been naked this entire time?
No, but I'm not properly dressed.
All right, I'll meet you down. I'll meet you down there. All right. He's gonna go to Charlotte's room. Knock, knock, knock. Muted. Yeah.
Charlotte opens the door muted, and looks a little hungover, and is like wearing a headscarf, and looks like she's getting ready to go somewhere. It's like, what?
You going somewhere, Charlotte?
I'm going to a masjid, a mosque. I haven't been to one in, oh gosh, easily 20, 30, 40, 50, 40 years, 40 years now. Yeah. Anyway, that's where I'm going to go.
Well, I that is great. I'm very happy for you. So, I was just talking to the front desk person and was asking about this power outage, and they said that there was some kind of a car accident, and it's pretty close to the one that I had found before with all the abandoned vehicles and everything, which is a little suspicious. So I'm gonna actually go and check that out, but I have a feeling that this might not be just a run-of-the-mill car accident. So I wanted to kind of let you and Eden know what was going on. So yeah, I'm gonna go check that out.
Can you give me a ride to the mosque?
Yeah, I don't see why not. No problem. Do you want me to drop you off at the mosque before I head over to where the accident was?
Yeah, I got to go do something.
Absolutely. All right. I guess they're gonna just kind of like hang out until Eden gets down, so like they can.
Sure. To come down. I was just standing there silently, awkwardly. Hi. You are
Hey.
very covered up. Your hair is very white.
My hair's always been white. It's this that's kind of strange. See, it's gotten a little darker. Weird, huh? I've been gray since I was 35.
Well, yeah, I thought it was very silver before, but now it's like definitely like dark and light.
It's a thing that happens sometimes when, we
You eat other vampires?
What? I didn't do that.
Mm.
Yes, you
Uh-huh.
did.
So it's a thing that happens under extreme stress, and good stress, bad stress. Who can tell what it is? So it's a thing that happens, and I guess it happened.
Are you
Yeah.
stressed?
Me? Oh no. Why would I be stressed?
Because you just said that your hair darkens under stress.
Well, I mean, I don't want anybody to think that I did something, you know?
But
I'm
you
a little
did.
stressed out about that.
Yeah, but you did.
I know
You
Charlotte did not. Okay? Charlotte didn't do that.
I don't think it works that way.
It's got to work that way because Charlotte is my mask. Okay? So, Charlotte didn't do that. Noor Jahan did that. Who was this Banu Hakim from Hilton Head? She did it. Right? Right?
Okay, so you have a Banu Hakim from Hilton Head wandering around Taylorsville?
Who knows how she got there?
You both look really a lot the same.
We might. Our hair is a little different, obviously.
If you want to like make that happen, you really got to split those personalities to be two completely different people. Can't just say that person did it, not me, even though I look exactly like the person that did it. Also, keep in mind, we're in a town where there's next to no one, so no one really cares, unless you're planning on like going back over to the city. So
No, I'm just worried that those Sabat are gonna come looking for y'all's daddies and
Go after you if they find out you diablerized one of them.
Charlotte didn't do that.
okay, it doesn't matter if they can like read your aura or otherwise. Like, I mean, logically, they shouldn't just know automatically that someone's inside your body. So
Good
that should
point.
be cool. Just like that's not a matter of that person did it, not me. It's they're gone. They're ashes. No one cares. Unless someone who comes who actually cares. And then you just don't tell them.
Well, I just don't want them to, cause us any trouble. I kind of like it here,
They're gonna cause us trouble because that's what they do.
I mean, to be blunt, like, why didn't you think of that before you diablerize them? I mean, you made the choice to diablerize, and that is a pretty big choice, one that I don't really quite agree with, but I'm not the boss of you. But like, what happens if you were like, oh, I'm gonna say this like made up character did it, and that backfired on you?
Noor Jahan did that in order to make sure that we could be here in peace. That Sabat motherfucker was a problematic person and was found wanting when they were judged by whoever was there.
So this is kind of like a self-denial type situation where you're trying to separate yourself from the event, not really towards your reputation. I think it's more of like a
no, it's that.
It's called a rationalization, sweetie. You just don't want to tell him that, says the voice in your head.
Okay, it's a rationalization. However, it was more than that. It was definitely more than that. I mean, think about this. So Davenport didn't do it. Can you imagine what would have happened to her if she had done that?
Are you now trying to like justify it to us? as like it's better if you had done it. Like I personally don't care at all, and it was my own sire, so I don't know who you're trying to like reason with or like try to make feel better because I don't actually care.
Well, I mean, I wasn't going to apologize. I still think it was the right thing to do.
Oh yeah, see, I wasn't asking for an apology either because I'm more about it's your whole like inner divide of that person did it, I didn't do it. That's unhealthy.
I think you did what you did, own it.
Yeah. Now you don't have to yell it out to the world that you did it, but none of this like Charlotte did it. Or no,
Yeah.
oh, sorry. Other name did it, not new other fake name.
In
So-
any event, Eden, so I talked to the front desk person, and it seems like there might be a little bit more to this power outage. They said that there was a car accident right around the same spot that I found those abandoned vehicles before, which is a little suspicious to me. So I'm gonna give Charlotte a ride to the mosque, and then I'm gonna go check that out and see what I can find.
2 questions. What abandoned vehicles and also there's a mosque in this town?
Second one, I guess. And first question, remember when I found that like accident and there was like a bunch of police and ambulance that were there, but like nobody was in the vehicles and uh
The first time I'm hearing about this. You might want to
oh,
share
were
more.
you okay, I couldn't remember if you were around or not. Yeah, so I had stumbled across some abandoned like a car accident, and there were police and ambulance there, like they were on, their lights were going, but like nobody was actually there. And I am gonna have the omnipotent voice of RST explain the rest because I can't remember. Like, oh, there's a voice.
I mean, that was pretty much it. Is that
Thank you.
yes, you had what looked to be a car accident, and then you had some emergency vehicles that just looked abandoned, like they had been abandoned with their lights on and everything. And there was blood there, and you had collected the blood, and I
Right,
think
okay.
you'd taken the blood back, and I think you had allowed Charlotte to taste it.
Right. I used one of the playing cards to like
Yep.
swipe it because the blood was still wet.
And so you determined that it had come from like an ancilla or something. So you had I think you had hypothesized, because I think we did a roll for it. You had hypothesized that this was probably some Sabbat tactic, that they had
Okay, right. Now
that they
I
had
remember.
maybe caused an accident,
Accident.
and then they had, because they had maybe wanted some people with some skill sets, so they had caused an accident, and when emergency response showed up, that's who they jumped.
Yes. So Gavin basically explains all of that to Eden.
Okay, it's far more interesting. Yes. All right. Yeah. So you think that caused this, or another accident like that caused?
Well, yeah, so it sounds like it's a different accident, but it happened right around the same place that that other accident was, which to me seems a little bit suspicious. I mean, best case, I check it out and it's just a regular old run-of-the-mill car accident and nothing, but I think it's worth taking a look.
That's trapdoor tactics. Absolutely. Let's go. It's like excited.
So they're gonna all get in
RV.
Gavin's RV, yeah. So I guess we'll where's this mosque, by the way? Do you know
So
how to get there?
yes, it's a tiny little storefront. Um, and if we time it right, we can get there just at the right time. That I need to be there. And if not, I can just hang out and just wait. So yeah, so if we go there, I mean, yeah, just drop me off there.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a little
Yeah, they'll
there's like not many people there. It's very Say that again.
I was just to say Gavin's gonna drive and drop her off.
Okay. Okay.
Do you need a ride back? I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll only be like just cut our watch. 30 minutes.
All right. Well, if you need anything, give Eden a call because I don't have a phone.
I have my pager.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. We took a cell phone from somebody. Not that I would know how to use it, but
I don't know. We have cellular service.
Oh, right.
We'll find out later.
Yeah.
Did you check cellular service?
Do I have cellular service?
You do. You have cellular service.
Yeah.
Cell
All
service
right.
is okay.
Call if you need.
Oh.
See ya.
Cool. All right.
So yeah, so I guess Eden and Gavin are gonna like head over to the general area where the first car accident was in hopes that they can find something.
Okay. If you go to the scene of the first car accident, there's not much there, but it does look like there's something resembling a crime scene that is set up. And the emergency vehicles aren't there anymore, but the vehicle that wrecked into the side of the road is still there. Nobody's at the crime scene right now because it's the middle of the night, but it just looks like there's a crime scene. There's just some tape around it to keep people off of it.
So I'm wondering if, because like I don't feel that because this car accident happened what would it have been, like a few nights ago, or it would have been a while ago, right?
No, it would have been like one night ago, really.
Right. So this, I feel like the power outage had to be caused by a different car accident because like if it was caused by the first one, wouldn't have the power gone out like sooner than this?
Just keep driving till you find something knocked down.
Yeah.
Find a live wire on the ground.
Vroom vroom vroom. Driving. Vroom vroom vroom.
It doesn't take you too long when you're driving up the road where you see some linemen working by a what looks to be a downed pole. They're putting up. Looks like they're putting up the kind of the. It's nighttime, but they don't stop working for nighttime, and they're putting up a new line.
Right. So Gavin is gonna pull over on the side and get out and go basically to talk to one of them. Hey, what's going on? I was driving along and noticed all this. Just kind of curious what's happening.
Oh, well, weird to see somebody out here, but it's lonely. I don't mind having somebody to talk to.
Also, like, Gavin is like, because I assume these are like, not construction workers, but like, work. So he's definitely like saying this in his most like masculine, like, oh yeah, like I'm a man, like tell me about man things.
Oh yeah, they're linemen, so they're definitely some folks that they're they're blue collar working dudes.
Yeah.
So they're like,
Ian's just hanging out the window.
yeah, they're just, yeah. Don't mind having somebody to talk to for a minute. Yeah, I just this outage, we should have it like fixed up by tonight, but a night ago this came down. This pole
Do you
came
know
down.
how it came down?
Yeah, it's the funniest damn thing is no. Wasn't a storm. There was that car accident up the road, but it didn't knock down any pole. I couldn't tell you what knocked down this pole.
Hmm. Uh, Interesting. Thank you for your time. He's gonna go back to the RV. Um, Hey, Eden, I forget. Can you like do that thing where you like touch something and it tells and you learn about it or something like that? Are you able to do that?
I don't really touch so much as I just kind of focus on something, and I might get something. It's not really definite, but also, just go look at the hole itself.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna ask. Can you like look at the pole and like, because they're saying they don't know how it got knocked down.
I mean, physically go look at the pole and see if there's damage done to it or someone. If obviously if it didn't get hit, someone might have shoved it down with.
True. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, just
Uh,
not do the physical part before I like get a migraine doing psychic stuff.
Hey, fellas, you mind if me and my friend here take a look at the poll? We're just really curious because, and Gavin's gonna say some random blue collar worky thing like, I'm interested in the wood, blah 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 blah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, take a look at that shit. It's weird as hell.
Yeah, yeah.
And they point at it
Come on.
over to the pole that they've got. They've got kind of moved. They're getting ready to take it out. And
So yeah, they're gonna go take a look and see what they can find or see what they can see.
um, yeah, you go over to the pole, um, and I would say that it's fairly obvious what happened here. Is there are what appear to be claw marks in the pole. Um, Almost as if like some kind of a bear or wolverine had clawed the pole down.
Are you thinking like gangrel or guru or
Uh, don't know what Guru is, but those are probably.
werewolves?
I don't know what werewolf clawing looks like, so I'm just going to assume that it's my family
Hmm.
and causing problems on purpose.
Why would the gangrel be causing problems?
To eat them because they're here and it's dark. I mean, that's what I would do.
So you think it's just some hungry vampires?
It's what I would do. It's like the most classic thing to do: cause a problem, make people show up, or someone wander off the
Yeah.
side and ambush them. But they're still healthy and hale and no bloodshed here, so it should be fine.
Do you
Or
think
it's
we
still
should
here.
do you think we should try to find your family?
Uh, Could want to. They have claws. I don't really care. Well, I guess I should care now because, like, I guess we have Sabat wandering around and
Yeah, like I feel like there's strength in numbers. Like
yeah.
maybe we try to get to them before the Sabat do.
Or they could just be watching us right now having a conversation over a poll if they're related to me. So I don't know.
That's true. Well,
Speaking of, sense the unseen.
Okay. Don't think that's. I don't think that's any kind of a rouse check. Let me just make sure. Because that could get fun. Oh, no, it's free. Neat. Yeah, nothing. You're not picking up anything here.
I mean, I don't feel predator watched yet right now, so they shouldn't be just sitting in the bush
around.
waiting for us to leave to start killing people. Probably they're gonna be left alone, maybe. But when they say this happened,
When this happened, fellas?
Like power went out like a night ago. So
About a night.
okay, so yesterday. Then
yeah, it
Yeah.
happened
Yeah.
probably around the same time all this other stuff happened to y'all.
okay.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we got to get going. We got a friend we got to pick up. Thank you for all your hard work, by the way, boys.
Yeah, just buy us a beer sometime.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Absolutely. We own Pouncies, by the way, so you can absolutely come get a free beer.
All right.
What my friend said. All right. You want to go pick up Nord,
I kind of
Charlotte?
want to go back to where that accident was. That you saw before, so we can look around there.
Yeah. So Gavin's gonna drive back to where the accident was.
Okay. Yeah, it's just back up the road a little bit.
It has been cleaned up at all, or
It had been cleaned up in the sense, I mean, like there's still like crime scene tape around a little bit, the vehicle and a couple other places, but like no one's there.
big sniff in of blood in the air on the street?
I mean, since you're a vampire, yes.
Yeah, the vampire sense, not powers.
Yeah, there's probably subtle traces of blood around.
You said the car that crashed was still there, right?
Yeah, that's still there.
I don't know if anything will come of it, but Gavin's gonna, I guess, go and kind of check out the vehicle, see if there's anything inside or, anything that stands out.
Okay, so if you go and check the car, the only thing that I think you would notice about it is there's not a lot of identifying materials in it, which is a little strange in itself. And the other thing is that there are a couple of bullet holes in it.
Of what? What in it?
Bullet holes.
Bullet holes. Hey, Eden, come here, check this out. And Gavin's gonna point to the bullet holes. Do your family use guns?
I mean, most people use guns. I mean, it's a good way to get a car off a road that's going down it is to shoot at it.
That is very
That causes
true.
panic and a swerve. And then
what? Sorry, go ahead.
And then they'll pull up to the side, maybe crash, and any bodies inside of it? Or like, what'd you find?
Other bodies inside? No bodies. There is. So when you say no identification, do you mean like identification about the vehicle or about the people who were driving it?
I mean, nothing. It's like a clean vehicle. Like there
Uh,
wouldn't be any
okay.
registration. There's no like clothing in it.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like empty. Like there's not even like registration, title for the vehicle, like not even a used straw wrapper on the floor.
I
And
mean,
most people keep their registration in their glove box.
if it was a crime scene, probably was taken up by the police. Well, no, you said there someone came to pick up the police vehicles that were abandoned here. And I assume they also
Yeah.
would do an investigation on the car that was here. So probably the police would know more about what's happened here and have that information. Also, there's like blood just kind of spattered around everywhere. Like you can't really see it, but I can smell it.
Yeah, I smell it as well. Um, did you want to see if they were you looking for anything particular here?
I mostly wanted to see if there's anything left. I want to actually like halfway traumatize myself by thinking about this super hard. I could. How much time do we have to pick up Charlotte?
We have minutes.
So Eden's gonna go sit in the driver's seat of the car and try premonition,
Hell yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
which is free or
That's
one
free.
rouse check depending on how you feel as a storyteller.
I think because I think because you're trying to actually coax a premonition, you should rouse it.
All right, rouse check, one success.
Okay, so you do not get hungry.
And any other roll? Resolve plus aspects. Right?
Yeah, resolve
Yeah.
process. Okay, yeah, because that's when you're actually trying to find something out with premonition.
Yep.
So
Resolve. I thought, oh, that's composure. Okay. Resolve to aspects. Hunger one. Was there a difficulty or just kind of roll it?
you just roll it.
Okay. It says one success, possible bestial failure. I don't know what that means.
What's the
Possible
roll
bestial
actually
failure.
look at? Like,
I'm using the online dice roller. Let's see if it'll actually show. There you go.
okay. One success, possible bestial. I don't think that's a bestial failure though. So don't. Yeah, you didn't fail the roll. So
Yeah.
I think that's why I think it's saying that if you had failed the roll and you have a fail on your hunger die, that would be a bestial failure. So that's
Gotcha.
why it's saying that.
Cool. So just one success.
Yeah, because it didn't know, because your dice roll didn't know if there was a
Difficulty.
difficulty, right? So,
Gotcha.
um, so you get a brief flash of this car kind of rolling with one person in it. You almost see like you're seeing like from the perspective of the person in the driver's seat. So you see their hands. You see them deliberately run the car off the road, kind of smash into into the ditch. And then you see the next thing is you see when the emergency vehicles come up and kind of pull up, and then you see the claws come out of the hands. And that's what you see.
That makes sense. So yeah, Aiden's in the driver's seat of the car. She puts her hands on the steering wheel and kind of zones out for a bit. Although at one point she does kind of jerk the steering wheel to the side. And then she just kind of leans against it for a moment. The gangrel was here, or whoever had the claws was here in the driver's seat. They purposely caused their own accident to cause emergency services to show up.
Girl was the driver.
I assume gangrel. It was just claws. Other things can have claws. I'm just gonna assume that.
Yeah, well, most
Or a
things with
stereotype.
claws don't yeah, no, I mean, no offense or anything like that. So we got some gangrels running around causing accidents and power outages, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, just the one. It was just the one person, I think, in the car. But yeah,
You think this gangrel is going to be a problem for us? You think we should find him or her or them?
I'm gonna absolutely have to check with the police and figure out, is anyone dead? Because emergency services showed up. There's blood all around. This person popped claws out after causing
Yeah.
their own accident. That's gonna be fun later on. So probably follow up with the cops.
You want to go pick up Charlotte and do that, or you want to head over there now? What are you thinking?
Go pick up Charlotte.
All right. All right. So yeah, they're gonna head over to pick up Charlotte.
Transition to what Charlotte's doing.
So Charlotte is going to this little corner store masjid, because she knows that there's something there that she has access to, and she's going right after Isha, the night prayer, evening prayer, and she is there right when it starts. And like she said, she hasn't been there to a mosque in like many years. And she feels like shit. You know, she's like, ha ha ha, yeah, it wasn't Charlotte. No, she feels like she did something really bad. And so, you know, she's sitting there and she's kind of like looking around. She's like, just like kind of going, thinking of Shira, or always just like, yeah, you put this in the mosque, you're gonna put this in the mosque. And does the prayers and still just feels like a total terrible, terrible, evil monster. And then sees the weapons locker in the corner. In the men's section, of course, but in the corner. So she's got to wait till everybody leaves to go get it, to open it up. It's like a little box, like hidden in a corner. Yeah. And what were you gonna say? What? Huh?
Okay. Yeah, I thought for just the briefest of seconds you'd gone soft on me.
What are you talking about?
I thought you'd come here to just cry and pray or whatever you were gonna do.
Well, I did pray.
Oh yeah, you did. Whatever. You just came here to get a new toy.
I came here to get something to keep us from getting killed. What's your point?
Killed? I'm already dead.
You never went to like church or whatever it is. I mean, Sabbath. Like, what did you do? Like, actually, I'm curious. Like, do you have a god?
There's so much you don't understand.
Clearly, because I wasn't a Sabbat. Thank God. So, I got a shiny new knife. Sort of like it's a swordish kind of, it's about 24 inches long. It's old. So like 19th century, obviously from Algeria, and it has inscribed in Arabic, it says Nur Bilal, which is the light of Bilal. It was like her sire's friend or something. So they were from the same little area. So she takes it and she's looking around, feeling just incredibly paranoid. Hopefully there's nobody else there, but clearly, like, obviously, like, if people are leaving a weapons locker, there's probably some Ashira somewhere. So she walks out and just like kind of walks around the corner and waits for Gavin and Eden.
Okay, and
With her brand new knife. Sword.
Yeah, so Gavin's gonna, pull up within probably a few minutes of her coming outside.
Awesome. So what'd you find?
Oh boy. Eden, it's your family. Why don't you fill her in?
We are assuming it's my family because we are stereotyping. Now, the power line, power pole, whatever the fuck it's called, got clawed down with claws. Possibility of maybe it's a werewolf. Don't know what those are like. But most likely it is something with the power of us. Deliberately causing problems, because also at the crime scene that Gavin was talking about, they've cleaned it up a bit. There's still crime scene tape around. The main car that like went off the road is still there, but everything's been cleared out. The smell of blood is still around. I sat in the driver's seat and found out that the driver was the person with the claws, and they deliberately put themselves off the road, deliberately had emergency services show up to their location and shed some blood. So we have either we have a gang roll around, or that was my sire. I feel like I would know if it was my sire, but like I don't know. There's a gang roll that just kind of is causing problems.
Eden thinks we should check with the police if there's any if there was any casualties in the accident.
Honestly,
Kobe Teeth, was that you?
Well, here, let me just, I can give you this nugget, since you diablerized Kobe Teeth, is that the blood from the card that Gavin had given you that came from that scene, that's the same blood from the person you diablerized.
Me?
Yes.
Oh. And would I know that, or would Kobe Teeth tell me that?
He's not gonna necessarily tell you that, but I mean, like, I feel like you'd be able to put that together.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, that was your sire,
or at least that he was on that scene.
Yeah,
at some point and bled.
He was there.
How do you know it was there?
Huh?
How do you know he was there?
I ate him.
No, like, how do you know he was there?
Because I ate him.
I know you ate him, but how do you know he was at the crime scene?
I just have this feeling. I bet if I tasted the blood, I would definitely know.
Did you taste the blood of the crime scene?
No, I'm saying I bet if I did taste the blood, I would definitely know. But I'm pretty sure
But you
I
did
know.
taste. But you did taste the blood from the crime scene.
I did.
because I gave it to you. Remember on the playing card.
Oh,
So you're
yeah.
saying that blood belonged to Eden's sire.
Freeze.
I was gonna say I don't know if she's frozen or just taking a dramatic pause.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's probably like the freezing
it's like
causing
it's
delays.
just like very dramatic pause.
Very dramatic pause. Yes.
I'm just having a moment. Like, are you? Are we mixing up the details, or is Charlotte becoming a Malkavian?
I think it's literally just like the delay is causing a mix up
Yeah.
of information.
Yeah. Am I back?
You
You're
are
back.
back.
You are.
I'm
Yes.
back. Okay. So I kind of missed a little bit. All right.
So, out of character, you were given a playing card by Gavin that had blood from the crime scene. You tasted it, and right now you realize that the blood from the playing card matches the blood of the person who deauthorized. Therefore, they are the same person.
Got it.
It
Okay.
is like, how do
Okay.
you know? And that is how you know.
Okay.
It wasn't there.
Yeah, and I was
Right.
So where I was confused is and I didn't know if you were like role playing some kind of disassociation for a minute there. Like,
Maybe.
it's like, is Charlotte pretending that she doesn't remember, or
Yeah. A lot of stuff went on that night.
yeah?
I was like, oh yeah, that playing card. Yeah, yeah, that is the same blood that I tasted. Get to the last drop. Didn't say that. So
I
Yep.
understand you've tasted a lot of blood, so it does get mixed up probably.
I mean, sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's him. So I mean, I don't exactly know why he would do that. Is that like a Sabat thing or a Gangle thing?
I mean, it's a pretty easy way to get food.
Yes, true.
It is
So-
also a Sabat thing to kind of do very like random mass embraces, or what we call or the Sabat call shovelhead embraces. So if it was Cowboy Bebop, I am wondering if he was just looking to sire somebody really quick.
Why would he need to do that?
Well, in the Sabbat, often they will sire at random to help get ready for some kind of a war, or to send the fledglings and the neo-Nats out to like fight and everything. That's kind of what happened with me. I wasn't embraced by someone from the Sabbat, but at the time, the Ravnos were mass embracing people to send us over to a war that was going on, and that's why I don't know my sire. So and they adopted that practice from the Sabbat, so it is very common for the Sabbat to kind of suck someone and then take off or leave them to their own devices. It might be for a war or something.
So how do you know the difference between just a Sabat being hungry and causing a problem to get blood versus someone trying to lure a bunch of people to embrace them for war stuff?
Well, I guess, usually when these shovelhead or mass embraces are happening, it's usually they're embracing like a lot of Canaanites like at the same time, or like in rapid succession. And I know like 2 incidences like isn't really like a ton of rapid succession, but I just wonder, like, I don't know, Eda, you knew your sire better than me. Would he go out of his way to cause an accident and knock down a pole and stuff just to get food?
I did not know that man at all, so I don't know. But If it's a matter of a bunch of people are actually missing, then that's I don't even have to go to the police for that. That's a news situation.
Yeah, I
Like
think
just check local news, check the newspaper, something to
I
figure out.
think that's definitely the next thing we should do is, you know,
Pick up a
uh
newspaper
pick up a
or
newspaper
whatever
and
they use for news here.
maybe go talk to
Let's go
the
watch some TV.
police, watch some TV. Um, yeah,
Honestly,
so
if I get on a just a nice public way and not like have to ask the police directly about their own people, that'd be great.
yeah, I think maybe head back to the hotel and we can you gotta oh wait, right, is the power still out?
All right, we can watch TV. There's
Uh
no power.
I got a TV in my RV. We can
Pick up some newspapers and watch some TV and just try to
yeah.
think like,
And
are there
And
I
people
assume your
missing?
cell phone is a smartphone, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can probably do that too.
Cool.
okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say when he says like TV, it's like one of those like small ones like they had back in the 80s that you would have like on the kitchen light counter or something like that, like the little gray ones.
I yeah, I know those.
Yeah.
I had one.
Yep.
So
Or
I
we
know.
could use the smartphone.
I mean, all of the above,
Yeah,
whatever route there is.
you can get you can get the news however you want however you want. But yeah, I love them. Now I'm nostalgic about that TV now.
I actually have one of those that we got in our
Yep.
pop-up camper.
Yep.
That's exactly what I was like when we first started out with our trailer. I think we like had one of those, but also we did have one when I was younger, growing up. All right, how about this? I'm gonna turn on the TV here in the RV. Why don't you use smartphone to see if you can find anything like I don't know, trending on
Yep.
those things. So yeah, so Gavin's gonna turn on the TV and kind of start flicking through the channels.
So just the various news sources you're getting, I'm just kind of give you this all as kind of like what you get. So the news is, of course, that there were widespread power outages, but the power outages were localized. It looks like to probably this one stupid power line that was down, which also took down a good bit of the landlines with it. But they suspect that because it was so localized to this pole, that they're going to have it back up probably by late this evening. And that makes sense with what you all have seen, because you've held those linemen out there, so they should have that back up pretty soon. You also see some news about a large fire at the furniture factory.
Oops.
The police haven't really investigated it yet because of the scale of the fire, but early reports do not think that it is related to the power outage or any recent disappearances or crimes in the city. Of course, the factory is very old with a lot of flammable materials. Some folks think it might have just been random drug addicts probably started a fire in there, but the investigations are ongoing.
Hey, Eden, see if you can look up whatever town name and then recent disappearances or disappearances. See if anything comes up.
I'm looking.
And the final big news story, of course, regards this accident that you investigated. Is that the police are continuing to investigate the ongoing accident that happened the previous night, and the disappearances of 5 emergency response personnel, including 3 paramedics and 2 law enforcement officers. They're not releasing the names of these these individuals because it's still an ongoing investigation. Um, but police do suspect, uh, don't yet suspect foul play because there were no bodies found at the scene.
No foul play, but 5 people are missing. Emergency responders. Interesting. Love that.
Oh, weird. Well, that's not suspicious.
Right?
Hmm.
So 5 a healthy number in terms of the whole Sabah thing, Gavin?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely smaller than the usual Assenbury shovelhead, but given the population of this town, they might be, getting what they can get.
Uh cool. Great. Um
So are they embracing them or are they just eating them?
how's it yeah,
They,
how's the process work?
in a normal process, usually they will gather a bunch of people under the guise of it's like a party, or back in the 90s there was this rave that happened in Austin, Texas. And then they just kind of go to town and start embracing everybody, and there's this whole thing where they throw them into like they knock them out with shovels, hence the shovel head term, and throw them in a grave, and they have to like fight their way out of the grave. I think it's supposed to like, show that you're tough and you're like ready. I don't actually know if I'm explaining this right. um yeah, something like
From
that.
Gavin's perspective.
From Gavin's perspective, yeah,
Yeah.
that would be.
So find graves is one act.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it always includes that. I think, it's more of just like when I was embraced, there wasn't any like graves around. I think that is like the traditional way of doing it. But I think like they do what they can in their circumstances.
I
Is
mean,
that like pretty right?
I
Kind
would
of.
say from Gavin's perspective, you might think that Sabat is maybe not doing things as traditionally now because of the dwindling numbers and maybe the nature of what you've seen of Cody, um, and the amount of time he might have had. There he might, it didn't look like he maybe had enough time to set up a ritual, so to speak. Like he might have just done it,
Yeah,
so
so
to speak.
like shovel headed is kind of a ritual with the Sabbat, but given the dwindling numbers of the Sabbat and the circumstances, I think they are, at least Cody and probably Linus, I think they're probably doing things in a much less traditional manner, and just kind of working with what they got.
so mm, so it's possibly maybe 5 people just kind of wandering around, baby vampires.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like if that was the case, we're going to hear more attacks happening then eventually at some point.
I mean, do these baby vampires know anything? Are they taught anything? Do they understand the masquerade? I guess they don't have sires, do they?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I'm wondering if Cody was responsible. Was he yeah, he kind of got, well, you ate him. So
Yeah.
now these fledglings are sire. I'm sorry, Charlotte ate Nora ate him, not Charlotte.
Can we talk about Linus?
What about Linus?
We can talk about Linus afterwards, but we just keep talking about how I ate somebody. And I mean, it's like,
Stop
but
being sensitive about it and own it. You ate someone. You ate my
I,
sire.
but we
Thank you,
keep.
by the way. Anyway,
You're
so
welcome, but I mean, you didn't eat Linus, but you lured him and
Charlotte, Charlotte,
tortured
Charlotte,
him.
Charlotte, it's fine.
I
It's
mean,
fine.
technically, he tortured himself. Now I do think Linus might have also. I don't really believe that Eden Sire embraced all five. I think maybe Linus helped him out.
What I'm getting from here is mommy and daddy had 5 children, and they're probably in a nest somewhere, and they're now abandoned,
Yeah, no,
and
that's about right.
that might be a problem. Maybe if this is even like how this is working, they could be dead and buried somewhere and just corpses that haven't
Well,
been found yet. But if they
as
aren't,
somebody whose actual sire kind of fucked off for whatever reason after I was embraced, I can tell you in those that little amount of time that I like didn't have a sire, it was very scary, very confusing, and I felt very out of control. Now I lucked out and stumbled upon Linus, and that's how we connected and everything. But it seems like these new fledglings don't have that same experience and are just out
presuming
there.
presuming that this is even what's happening, like we are assuming
Correct,
they're
correct.
embraced and not just corpses that people haven't found yet.
That is
The
correct.
problems, whichever way this goes. Well, corpses are less of a problem because that means, oh, there's a murder that happened and it's perfectly mundane, unless the bodies are bloodless and clawed up. And anyway, hopefully it's that though, because a bunch of baby vampires that don't know anything just kind of running around is a whole. I
Not
wish
good.
Standard to be here so you can sniff out them. I'm not good at finding people.
So we should just kill them, right? And then that might help.
No,
I won't
like
diablerize them this time.
look,
Wait,
they're
kill who?
The
if
baby
they're like
vampires.
okay, so there's residents that live here and have families and have friends and have connections and aren't like just because you die doesn't mean you lose everything. So they could still like reclaim parts of their lives. They have to drastically change their entire thing, but like that's basic education would have to happen. Like I'm not just going to throw them into a wood chipper if this is the situation.
Yeah, I definitely don't think we should just kill them. If anything, if we found them, I would definitely step up as, an adoptive sire to them because I know what they're going through. I know. Uh, yeah.
And first, we got to figure
Mm.
out if they're actually around and where, or just wait until one of them causes a fucking fire and then hunt them all down that way.
But not kill them.
Not
Just
kill
hunt them down and then adopt them.
pretty
I
much.
think
I
I
mean,
think we should
they can
talk to them.
refuse
Yeah.
and then
I mean,
probably
I
need to kill them, but they can refuse.
I mean, and this just all assumes that, Linus or Cody haven't gotten to them. Maybe they already got inside their heads and they're acting, we got to look at it from all angles, I think. But
I
yeah,
mean, keep
you're
in
right.
mind
We need
that
to
this
find
only
them.
happened like a day ago,
That's true.
so
Yeah,
it's
you got
not
a good
that
point.
much in there yet.
That's a
I
good
mean,
point.
I don't know, Linus or not, probably not Cody, but Linus could have been very convincing, but it's only been a day.
What do you mean
That's
in their
true.
heads? I mean,
Start brainwashing,
Brainwashing.
Okay.
propaganda.
All right. Well,
I see.
we don't exactly have the bat signal for vampires, so how do you propose we go about finding?
That'd be a standard thing of
It
sniffing
would
them
be a
down because of
standard
that
thing.
blood that was left at that crime scene. He's a bloodhound. He can literally sniff those things out. We don't have him, so My only thing is like keeping. I could put an ear out to just see if any weird issues happen that we can then respond to that weird issue pretty immediately. That's probably the best thing I could set up right now.
Well,
But
that sounds good.
immediately, not really.
Okay. So, I mean, wouldn't they just become like Duskborn?
No, like
No,
if
no,
they're
they
embraced
were.
by Cody, they're coming gangrel like I am, which is not really traditional like gangrel. We're more accustomed to like towns and cities and
And if they're embraced by
um
Linus, they'd be Thamisi.
yeah, that's a whole different
Other
issue.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, okay. Okay, well, yeah, let's adopt some children.
So, thinking of it, you are all probably a little low on evening at this point. So, are there any sort of, I guess, kind of downtimes that you would want to take before you retire for the evening? And we probably after that take a short break because I have to take a bio. Also, but also just like would there be any like kind of downtimes that you could take like to set up that could resolve the next night?
Looking at the backgrounds. Make sure I can do the thing I said I did. Yes. I have contacts too. It's a broadcast journalist for Wake County. Be like, hey, hear anything fucking weird? Could you please let me know? And it's for the county, not just Townsville, but the area.
I don't know if anybody had police contacts.
So last time I used police contacts, I used Side Hustler to basically go like the fucking long way around to get information.
Okay.
So technically, yes. It just would actively take like the rest of the night for her to figure out like how to get the information, and then have it like the next night probably.
Okay. But if you go, so you're gonna go for this journalism contact. Okay.
We'll do both.
Okay.
One is the journalist content of pretty much let me know. Actually, I'm pretty sure the journalist contact is connected to one of her lore sheets, which makes it weird. Yes. Fanatical and dangerous. Great. Cool. He's obsessive. Great. Cool. Fine. So yeah, contacts to Weston Alexander, broadcast journalist for Wake County, directly connected to a certain cult, and he is kind of what is the word? I guess obsessive. Crush? Something of the sort. I need to find the correct word for what the hell he is.
Okay. Let me add also a downtime action. I think because everybody's, well, Charlotte can't because, well, you're at 1 hunger, so like I think feeding again wouldn't help you unless you commit a murder. I do not recommend doing that.
I'm not going to commit a murder.
Okay, good. But since you all are at like 2 hunger, a downtime on the way back could be to snack them.
Ian's busy. She's too busy calling people and being social to eat right this second.
I'd like to do a ritual.
Okay.
I'd like to do Calyx Secretus. And that's the one where I save some blood, right?
Yes, I believe that's the, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do that. I would like to do that. I'm trying to plan because I feel like a terrible, terrible person. So just have to find the. I cannot remember which book it's in.
Yeah, I never remember what books it's in either, but I have this big book of disciplines, which I've
Okay.
misspelled as the disciple book. Good job.
Oh,
But I'll find it for you real quick.
it's I feel like it was in the camera yet. Book.
Yeah,
Because it's a ritual.
It is a ritual.
Oh, you know what? I think it's in the player's guide. Hold on.
Is it?
Let me get that one. I think that's where I found it.
Eliminate the trail of prey. That would have been useful today.
All right. Did I put them all in one folder? Oh my gosh. Apparently not. Where is it? It's the Camarilla Player's Guide.
Let's see.
Okay, found it. So the sorcerer is able to turn a mundane object into a receptacle for their blood, allowing them to store surprising quantities of it there to be retrieved for later use. So I need an object that fits in the caster's hand, and blood of the user. I'm going to drench the object with my blood, speak the words of the ritual. Takes about an hour. Make a ritual roll. And if successful, the vampire imbues the object with an amount of blood from the caster. If the caster wishes to release their blood from the object, they need to say the command word. The amount of blood stored can sate 1 hunger for every 2 rouse checks when made storing the blood. So it's I roll a ritual roll.
Roll a ritual roll.
Yeah. Which would be my
Resolve blood sorcery.
okay. Wait, say that again. Resolve plus
blood sorcery.
Oh, great. Okay. That is a lot, I think. Let me see. Let me go back here. My resolve is 4. My blood potency. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not blood potency. My blood sorcery is 4.
Okay.
So, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is 6 successes, and yes, a success on my hunger die.
Okay, that's fine. The success in your hunger only matters if it adds into a critical success, so you're good.
Okay. Okay, cool.
So now comes the how many rouse checks do you want to make?
I'll start with 1 rouse check.
Well, so to get enough blood for 1 hunger, you would need 2 rouse checks. So 2 hungers worth of blood, which is actually a lot of blood, is 4 rouse checks.
I guess I'll do 4 rouse checks.
Okay, that's a lot of rouse checks.
That's a lot of rouse checks.
So you know.
Okay. So I just do 1 at a time.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. 1 success.
Okay.
No success.
Okay. Your hunger 2.
Oh. Okay. Then the 4th one. I got 1 success out of all 4 of those.
Really?
Fuck. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
So you're that
Good
puts you
job.
at hunger 4.
Oh fuck. Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
A lot of blood just on the floor.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, basically, it's you just put all your blood into a jar. I mean, it's like, I guess you have the option of just drinking it again. But anyway, no, that'd be silly.
And I
Oh,
feel like if you're doing the rouse check, it's not just like into a jar, especially for magic.
Yeah.
It's gone. Like it's inert.
right, right.
Pick it up and just drown it again.
Oh God.
So the difficulty here, the risk here is if you go to bed now and you wake up and you fail your rouse check, you'll be at hunger 5, which is where you're.
I don't want to be there.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
you're pretty much in a frenzy. Yeah, you're pretty much in a hunger frenzy.
All right.
And that's very dangerous for you.
Yes.
In particular,
Yeah.
being around your friends.
Yeah.
I feel like Eden's gonna go hunting for Charlotte. At this like, you stay here, because I don't want you ripping through a bar.
Yeah. I'm like, Eden, can you help me out? I did some dumb magic.
What did you do?
So where did you do the magic, first of all?
In my room.
In your room.
Yes. In my room.
So I'm going to say the closest humans are the lady at the front desk,
Oh no.
and probably whoever's at like the Dolgen.
Charlotte,
Not-
maybe just stay in your room, just meditate or something. I'll bring someone or someone's. We'll have an orgy. It'll be fine. Anyway, gonna go get you more.
Orgy? What is this?
No questions.
All right.
Just goes.
Sign me up. Just get out of my room. Go away.
Okay,
Yeah,
but you do get a vial that can slake 2 hunger out of this, so
Okay, good.
this is the risk you take. I mean, this is blood sorcery in a nutshell.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
It uses a lot of blood because it's blood sorcery. So yeah, okay. So Gavin, was there anything you wanted to do? You're muted.
You're muted.
No, I think Gavin would be all set for now.
Okay. So, yeah, let's go ahead and take a short break. And then we will be right back.
Sounds good.
All right. See you all in a few.
Mm-hmm.
And we're back. I had a bit of request to summarize a little bit of what's happened, so I'll do that really quick. Um, because it's sort of a little and it's sort of a lot. So we came back from last night's adventures and the power was out. So there's been a little bit of investigation as to why the power was out. And in the process of investigating why that's happened, our kindred have discovered that a power pole was knocked down by what appears to be perhaps a gangrel. And then further investigating that, it looks like there are probably some missing persons that may have been taken by the Sabbat, probably to be either eaten or shovel-headed. Probably from that accident that was discussed in a previous game. We returned there to investigate that site and found a little bit more evidence through premonition that was probably the baddie that was diablerized last week. The other thing that happened is that Charlotte is working through and went to the local mosque to kind of think on some things, but also to retrieve would you call it a sacred weapon?
Maybe at one point it was. Okay. Yeah. Let's say that Norbalella was a and yeah. So yes, it was, but it's also sharp enough to like cut people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then we kind of wrapped up. We were heading to bed, but then, as often happens with blood sorcery, we used too much blood. And as we were kind of setting up our contacts to get started on trying to maybe find these individuals who were taken by the Sabbat, we now have to solve a very hungry vampire situation. So, Eden, I believe, had a very simple fix to that, which was...
Eden has a very simple fix to that. It is call up some bikers, flirt a bunch, and invite them to a party at the hotel so that Miss Charlotte can get some food in a more subtle fashion.
And since there will be enough of them to the rest of you slake your hunger on them.
Party.
So if Gavin wants to join, like, it's a bunch of bikers.
I mean, are they good looking?
Are they big and burly?
Whoever shows up.
For context, Gavin is canonically gay, so he is into that.
Fantastic. So, yep. Any role you want to do, or just?
No, I don't think a roll would be necessary, because if they're drinking and doing drugs and they're having a good time, it's pretty easy to get a nibble on them.
And they are smoking weed. It's the functional addict the high functioning addict that Charlotte is. There's the high functioning addict side, and then there's the not so high functioning addict side.
So for Gavin and Eden, it's pretty easy to knock yourself back down to 1 without any problems. Charlotte, you would just have to spread the love a little bit. You don't want to. You can't take like 3 from somebody without killing them. You can take 2 without starting to really hurt them. So you would if you just spread it over like 3 people, you'd be fine.
Okay. Yeah. She's the belle of the ball.
So party time for you.
Yeah. It goes for the ones who are stoned. Like they go around, they pass a joint, and then she's like, "Hey, let's go for a walk."
Not a walk, it's a party. Stay here,
Yeah.
eat in a
Yeah,
corner.
yeah. Let's go. Let's
Hop
go.
to the next one. Hop to the next one.
Yeah.
It's a party.
It's a party. It's a total party.
Yeah, and so for those of you not familiar with Vampire the Masquerade, this works pretty simply because once you actually bite a victim, it becomes an enjoyable experience. Like maybe the initial bite is a little painful, but like once you actually start drinking their blood, it's fine. It becomes very intensely good for them and you. So eventually the party winds down. Most of your guys can probably get themselves home, if not a little woozy. It probably, if anybody's woozy, it would just be like mistaken for being drunk or high. So off they go, and you all get back to bed at Hunger 1.
Yay!
So we will flip to the next night. make
Do another round.
Yeah, make your rest checks.
Okay.
Don't ruin the work I've set up. I'm failing horribly.
Pass. Success.
All right.
All right. Success.
Okay.
Always got my milked blood though.
Yes.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, like, if you all went back up again, it happens, but
It's happened to Charlotte, I feel like.
Yeah.
okay, so we were getting a little bit of information from contacts. So you said, Eden, you'd kind of worked the police contacts,
Yes.
or that
it's
thing you did.
Side hustler background, and it's calling in favors to get information or access using somebody else's stuff.
Okay.
Very roundabout fashion of doing it.
So what you're able to get from that is that, yeah, the police are investigating 5 potential victims in the case. They are, from the amount of blood and other kind of circumstantial evidence, they are fairly certain that 2 of them are dead. And you get 3 names of the people that they think are maybe still out there. And those names, if you are concerned with them, are Sheila Tyndall, who is a paramedic.
Sheila what?
Sheila Tyndall.
Tyndall.
Adam Davidson, who is a police officer. And his partner, Matt Frederick, who is also a police officer. The police didn't have enough evidence to kind of start to make the call that you know, they aren't dead, but they think the other 2 are dead. They are so dead that the ST is not even going to make up names for them. So,
Fair.
Betty McDetterson.
Mr. Body and Mr. Corpse are dead.
Gotcha.
So you get that. You do, and then you also kind of did. You kind of called up this weird. What was it? Kind of a journalism contact from a lore sheet.
Broadcast journalist.
Broadcast journalist. So you're getting you get kind of a strange report from this person, and they said like, well, you're looking for weird stuff. So here's the thing I heard about last night is people are talking about some kind of, I don't know, it's like a cryptid. And it's weird because they'd never really like seen a cryptid before in the area. I mean, we've heard of Bigfoot and all that, but like there's never been any reports of Bigfoot in the area. But kind of a little closer to downtown, a lot of people, there's a little bit of an area in the historic downtown. There's some old kind of closed up shops, and people have reported what they thought looked like a woman or female figure skittering. And when they said skittering,
what?
like skittering, and when asked about that, people kind of reported it like, I don't know, it's like she had the wrong number of legs.
Does does Gavin hear all of this?
Well, I'm getting.
Yeah, if you're
See if
just
there's more first.
Okay.
That's all he's got. That's all he has right now, or that's all you've kind of got right now.
So, a cryptid or woman skittering has coming legs in historic downtown near some closed up shops, around closed up shops.
Sounds like some flesh craft to me.
Is that your stepsire's forte?
My plan is, it is a species thing. Very, very disgusting.
I hope that's not creative fused together. That's even more horrifying to look at.
Oh, man, I didn't think of that.
Wow.
Where do you get the extra limbs?
Yeah, that is a good point.
I mean, it was a woman, though. It was like a flesh craft on. I don't know. I don't know what it look. We have to go look.
And this is the kindred we are considering adopting. Gavin is.
Yes. Provided that nightmare fuel has in fact happened with this disease, might have just kind of taken them and put them together into one creature. And I don't think we'll be able to adopt that because probably lost its entire mind usually like when that stuff happens. So
maybe kill it.
Since we can change form, so we don't actually know if they're fused together. I think their protein, I believe is what it's called.
but they're babies that adopted themselves.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of not the worst case scenario.
I'm going to drink to the worst case scenario because I was hoping something better that I don't know. But I feel like we know what we're going to see.
So this individual will be a kindred?
Oh no, it could be live humans fused together.
And they technically became out of that is a whole different
That's politics.
politics.
But yeah, it could be dead, it could be alive. That could be a woman with 8 legs. I don't know.
I mean, what are the chances that maybe there is a potential Charlotte going on somewhere, and what that actor is wrote about?
Skittering around the streets. Just
Around the street.
we gotta deal with this. I don't want to do this. We have to.
We're gonna have to kill it, won't we?
If it's what we think it is, yes. That would be a mercy. An absolute mercy.
okay. So if we had to, I'm not. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, I think technical wise, our mics are kind of. I think the Twitch is doing the thing where it messes up our mics, but I think just keep pushing through it. It usually fixes itself eventually. But yep. So continue.
So, I mean, I'm just asking hypothetically. I'm not asking because I'm thinking of doing it, although I probably am. If it's a kindred, it sounds like it's an abomination and should be killed. And I'm not thinking of diablerizing it. I'm just wondering what might happen. What benefit to.
I don't know if I would go as far as calling it an abomination. I mean, it is a Samisi, and that's kind of like their thing.
It is a
Fair,
victim
fair.
because
That's
it
true,
is a
yeah.
child, a regular human that was transformed overnight into a complete.
But that isn't the same as
Picture.
it being an abomination. Right. And that's especially if
Fair.
they're a victim.
Yeah, they are a victim.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
start there.
I
And
get
they are a victim. They did not choose this form.
Correct.
They were made into this.
So I am to understand that in this Camarilla heavy place, there is no mercy diablerizing. Just out of curiosity.
No, that's not, no.
Okay.
This is not a heavy Camarilla place. However, there's no such thing as mercy diablerie. Not that I'm aware of.
Diablerie is not a mercy.
I don't think I want that thing in my head.
I don't think you want something suffering fresh trauma of being fused together into a skittering creature overnight inside of you.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No.
Just stick with just the regular killing.
Okay. I'm prepared to do this right.
I'm not prepared, because what if they just start crying and be like, no, don't kill me?
I don't think we should kill them.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of possibilities that could happen here. They could be completely insane, and I would hope that, because that's a mercy, that they don't actually have a thinking brain at this point.
Yeah.
But if they are fully cognizant, we can't really help them. They have to help themselves in terms of trying to unfuse themselves from whatever's going on. So, are you ready for that?
I think
Yes.
so.
I have a new sword. I'm ready for that. But this might be more of a machete thing. I gotta think about that.
Take whatever you need to take.
Okay.
We're gonna go to downtown and find a cryptid, I guess. I hate this so much.
Almost like we are the good guys this time. Almost.
Okay. So are you
Go.
all going downtown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just I don't wanna, but I gotta.
Hey, you know who works downtown is Cliff. No, just kidding. He does.
We could
but-
go see Cliff.
No, you don't have to go see Cliff. I was just pointing that out.
If you want to punch something.
Okay, so you drive downtown, and like I said, it's one of those typical kind of small town historic districts. So a lot of the old storefronts are closed up, and don't have any lights on. So presumably you just park your car wherever. There's not really any parking lots or anything. It's lots of street parking. And being a little later at night, there's not a whole lot of people downtown, so to speak. Just because there's nothing really open.
So, do we like start like singing the Itsy Bitsy Spider and see if she shows up?
I mean, that's actually a very like valid thing to do. Just be creepy until something creepy shows up. Probably not though. In case there's any like humans around that also want to peek out and be like, who's being weird? But they said abandoned stores. So we're gonna try to find that strip because if most likely they'll be hiding inside of there or in that area.
Well, there's a good number of them. Small town America, not the greatest economy, and just like there's definitely there's one towards the end of the street that's been closed down for a number of years, enough that it's been probably broken into a couple times. There's a lot of trash in there, and it definitely looks like somebody maybe forced their way in through the door fairly recently.
Want to try that one that has nice fresh debris?
Yeah, let's go there.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Ian's also going to do the vampire smell of any blood anywhere. Just on the streets, in the buildings.
You don't smell any blood like out.
No fresh murders. Fantastic.
But definitely give me like a wits plus awareness.
Ah, fine.
Oh, I have heightened senses. I have Auspex 1.
Oh, you could put that up. That would be helpful.
You can do that.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah.
It is fairly dark, so
Oh, I have dice for this. Like it's a thing she does or something. Four successes. For wits and awareness.
yeah, there's you definitely hear some stuff like shift around in there if something's moving in there. Like the kind of sound of maybe some bottles falling over and then some
Skittering sounds in there.
Great. So let's go find where it's coming from.
Charlotte, you
Well, I
said you
think it's coming from in there.
put up
It
heightened
is.
senses.
Yes.
So you definitely hear that too.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the movement towards the back of the store. And sort of like there's like I get to describe it. There's sort of a front of the store, and then there's like a wall with a door that might have led to the back half of a store or like an office, and you can kind of see the movement of something back in that back office, like it like. Try to think how to describe this movement. Like it goes past the door and then kind of up.
We've done the scorpion thing.
The scorpion thing?
Yes.
Scorpion's touch.
Scorpion's touch. But I should have eaten a spider beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
the
cling on
ritual.
that's cling on the insect.
Cling on the insect.
Scorpion's touch is when you like, I think you like poison your weapon.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
yes. That's clean. Wait, okay. Scorpion's touch is that's something else. No, it is clinging of the insect. Yes.
So is she in there?
There is.
That's not a ritual though, right? Hold on a second. It's catching up.
Lag. Okay, there we go.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Um,
So,
to answer
um,
Gavin, there's something in there, skittering around in the back. Um, Charlotte, just want to do a ritual or poison your weapon or
I'm gonna poison my weapon
that one?
because it's new.
Let me
Why
go
not?
in. You do that, but y'all mind if I go in by myself and
Yes,
see
I
what I
mind
can
you
do?
going in by yourself. You're not going in by
Yes.
yourself.
No.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean,
What are you gonna do with the poison weapon?
Stab it if it attacks. Only if it
yeah,
attacks.
I
only.
do you mind if I go? I mean, I have a plan.
I mean, yeah, we'll talk to it, but preparing for attack first, and then we go talk while
Yes.
we have things prepared.
Well, I was thinking maybe I go in obfuscated so it can't see me, and I talk to it like that at first, kind of to get like a
Well, let her prepare first, and then we're gonna do
okay.
Yeah, I'm
that.
gonna do this. Yeah, I mean, you should go in first. I mean, you are trying to figure out whether you're going to adopt this person,
Well, let's
right?
not do the both at the same time. Finish your weapon
No,
thing, so we have
I'm
that
gonna do.
prepared, and then we
Okay.
do this.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I gotta look up what I have to do for Scorpion's touch. Hold on a sec. So for Scorpion's touch, which I can't find the book that it's in
It
either.
is a
Main
rouse
core book.
check.
Uh-huh. Oh boy. Yeah.
I think it's going to be a resolve plus blood sorcery roll first, and then just a
Oh,
rouse
great.
check.
Okay. Resolve plus blood sorcery. That's easy enough.
And I think that's just going to be the base difficulty 3.
Okay. So first I do resolve plus blood sorcery, and then I do the rouse check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a ritual, it's just a blood sorcery power.
Okay. So that's 4 successes.
Okay, so now you make a rouse check.
Okay.
And this is basically you literally like cutting yourself.
Oh, okay. And that's a success.
Okay. So you don't get hungrier. So you literally like would cut yourself, and so now you're like you're leaking like poison blood. So you have enough blood to either coat like a weapon, or some people use Scorpion's touch. They like bite their tongue and like spit it at people. So
Yeah, I don't have enough athletics to do that well.
Okay.
So
And also, you might want to talk.
yeah.
right. Okay. So now
Okay.
I have a poison weapon.
So
Now we're good.
we'll return to that
Now we can go in.
if it comes to that.
Yes,
What
if
that
it
does.
comes to that.
Yes.
Don't want to just
Uh,
take my weapon out for a spin or anything.
so Gavin's gonna obfuscate. And actually, I forget. Can I talk while I'm obfuscated?
No.
No. Okay, never mind. I thought there was.
Like, you can talk very quietly, but if you go next to this creature, it's probably going to react.
Okay. Yeah, hang on.
Like,
Let me
it's-
see.
That's something to do with
really-
allies.
I'm gonna cast everything useful in zone surroundings.
Yeah, you can whisper basically to people
Okay,
that know
so,
you're
yeah,
obfuscated.
Yeah, so scratch that then. I'm just gonna go in as is.
Eden will go in with silence of death, so he doesn't make any noise going inside on the broken stuff.
So is everybody just going in together?
Yep.
Oh, I thought we were going to let Gavin go in first.
Eden literally
Yeah.
said, "No, I'm not letting Gavin go."
Oh, okay.
I'm not
Okay.
doing
I mean,
that.
you
We're
can
going
Okay.
in.
you can still go in. I mean, you can. I mean, the order you go in, but you can still go all in the room together. There's plenty of room in
Oh.
there. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I'm going to go in last.
Okay. Okay. So if you go in the room, you definitely it's dark, but there's a little bit of light from the window, sort of towards the back of the room from probably the ambient moonlight, and you can see what it is back there, and you see what looks to be a woman. Her knees are bent the wrong way, and she's upside down, hanging from the ceiling, and she still has like her arms, but it's almost like her arm had been like split like here into like two arms.
Oh.
But it's up in the corner on the ceiling, hanging from the ceiling.
Gavin is going to walk towards it. Not like right up to it, but like enough so that the creature or the Canite would be able to see Gavin. And he is gonna kind of look up. Praise Cain.
No.
I was just
Eden's by the door, just watching.
Charlotte's also like, what the?
I don't know what I don't, and it speaks to you and says like I don't know what the hell that means, but he said that a lot. Are you with him?
Are you talking about Linus? The one who did this to you?
Was that his name?
It was, and you don't have to worry about him anymore. Uh he's he's Ash. You were Did you talk to him at all? Did he tell you anything about what's happening to you?
Not no. They just said go play.
So, I know this is gonna sound unbelievable, but me and my friends here, we are like you in a way. We're not exactly like you, but we are also vampires as well.
Do you know if you're alive or dead?
Do you know if you're alive or dead?
I don't know what I am. I
Okay.
what am
Do you
I?
have a heartbeat?
Do you have a heartbeat
Uh
or a pulse?
Very
I
important.
did, and it kind of like checks it, but in a way that like indicates to someone who clearly knows how to check their own pulse. Like, no.
Okay.
You can
Then
fix this.
yeah, we can help you. We are very much like you. You see, I do not have any I don't have any weapons on me or anything. I've had a lot of history with the person that did this to you. And there was a reason that I left him. Um, do you feel comfortable coming and just talking with me and my friends? We're not going to go anywhere. We can stay right here. Uh, I know this must be really scary for you and confusing, but we want to do what we can. I've been in your situation in a way, so I sympathize with what you're going through.
What what happened to me?
Well, Do you want me to give it to you straight and blunt, or do you want the sugar coated version?
Um, yeah, she kind of looks at her backwards knees and says, I think I'm probably ready for straight.
Well, you have been embraced by uh a vampire. So that's first step is you are now a vampire. Yes, they exist. It's not just all, Anne Rice and Twilight and all that. And you
Definitely not
were
Twilight. Sorry.
and the person the vampire that embraced you was from a clan called the Samisi. They are known for their well, basically using flesh like putty and crafting and stuff. And it looks like he did this to you. It's kind of their thing. The good news is we can help you undo it. And wait, no.
So we can't help you undo it. You have to learn how to undo it yourself, which you
Right,
have the
no,
ability to
Mhm.
do so if
right. I meant kind of like
provided.
encourage him to like, I don't be moral support or whatever.
I mean, provided that this one is to me Sanat Gangrel, because
Yeah, you're
Uh,
not you're not
do you
you're not getting a real
do you
gangrel vibe from this.
right? Uh, I mean, also, I think like Gavin would probably know something about like how Samisi works, so he might be able to be like, "Oh, I remember Linus like saying this about Samisi or something like that." I just want to make sure. Do you remember the person that did this to you? Do you remember what he looked like?
Vaguely, and they kind of describe like at least like two individuals. They kind of describe what sounds like to be Cody, and they describe Linus, but their memories seem a little off because maybe perhaps the experience was a little traumatic.
Maybe.
a little bit.
What do you say? It is, not gonna force you, but we can help.
And if we can't, we can just put you out of your misery.
Charlotte,
Don't.
not wrong, but also
I mean, that's helping, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to like get just saying. There are many
Look,
paths.
I know what it's like. I you know, I definitely wasn't in the situation you're in, but when I was embraced, my sire left, and I was really, for that small amount of time, I was really scared and I didn't know what was happening, what was going on. And the person you described, one of them, well, they adopted me, and I learned how to be a vampire from them, but then they betrayed me really, really bad, and I had to deal with that twice. Once several years ago and once very recently. So
Don't forget to mention that you killed him.
we
I
already
think they might have gotten that from when I said that they are ash and I took care of it.
vampires turn to ash when they die. By the way,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably the least strange thing that's happened. Um. Okay, so I was in a line of work where I help people, so I'm going to try, I don't know, a trust exercise here. If I come down
Gavin like
from this.
gets like he's gonna like catch like they're gonna do the fall thing.
Okay, I don't. Yeah, I. I like your.
Oh,
I
you meant
like
a
your.
different.
I like your enthusiasm, but I don't. I don't know how to fall yet. But if I come down from this wall, are you going to kill me?
Nope. And Gavin's gonna take like a few steps backwards. So like there would be like Gavin would need like time to like, get to him so he'd have time to escape if or she would have time to escape. Like just showing like I'm gonna back up. My hands are up. I don't have any weapons or anything on me.
All right, so kind of very slowly and awkwardly, like almost like almost like an insect that someone has like, you know, sprayed with Raid or something, or like whatever kind of that she comes down from the wall and kind of like awkwardly like weird squats because the knees are bending the wrong way at this point.
How many limbs
Unless you
are there
Yeah, how many limbs?
going on here?
Well,
What's
the weird thing is, the thing is now that you see her, she's got the right number of limbs. It's just that like it looks like she's got 6 limbs because of the split down the middle of her arms.
Gotcha. What's your name, darling?
Sheila.
Sheila, these are my friends, and Gavin's gonna kind of gesture for the other two to kind of come a little bit closer. Just so you know who's here, this is Eden and this is Charlotte. Please ignore the knife and the dagger in her hand. Uh, Eden here is a child. That's what we call those who are embraced of one of the ones that you described. He is also not with us anymore.
embraced means turned into a vampire by draining
Yes.
all the blood out of your body and replacing it with their blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Normally a very pleasurable and profound experience when done right.
Obviously not in this case.
Yeah, I think that I've been, yeah, normally as I've been a paramedic for years, that would be unpleasant. Thank you. Or the thought of that would make me a little ill, but now it just makes me hungry. Huh.
Yeah, so you subsist off blood now. So that's going to be a thing. Have you eaten anything?
No.
You're managing pretty well.
Have you fed, as in have you been drinking blood?
No.
No. Cool.
I think I know where I could get some.
From people. I mean, you can also get it from the hospital, I guess, but probably not with your situation right this second. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, some of us can do that, but it kind of really loses its taste and potency and effectiveness if you just drain it and drink it out of blood, but out of a bag. But there are people who can do it. There are people who can do it.
I don't
I'm
think
pretty sure.
I don't think I'm gonna start this whole thing off with a murder. Thank you.
Yeah, I think you could just start off with your own resource because I'm pretty sure you can get 2 blood bags. You just have to like cover that up. So, provided you were embraced by the Simis, you have the ability, well, eventually, maybe, I'm not sure, to manipulate your own flesh and you'll be able to fix all that. But if you're
He
embraced
does.
by my sire, who was the big old biker guy, that will be a bit harder to do. Hopefully it was Linus who embraced you.
Yeah.
Because that will become innate to you to fix this thing. And then also you can technically become whatever you want. So that's cool, I guess.
So Kobe, whose handiwork is this?
Is she saying that out
Cody.
loud?
Yeah. Cody, whose handiwork is this?
Why are you talking to like ghosts?
I
Oh,
always
he just
talk to
says in
myself.
it.
I don't know why I have to keep saying that.
He says, "God don't make ugly."
You are not God, so
Did you do that?
And you don't hear anything.
Gavin, I think Charlotte's going insane.
Well, so how do I fix this?
That is up to your own willpower and power of your blood, and none of us are Samis. So,
Will
I
you
mean,
it is one of
I
those self meditation, reach deep within yourself, figure it out type situations. You
best
probably
I
want
can
to eat.
do is best I can do is tell you things that I've heard Linus say about the Samisi, but like Eden says, that is not our I guess you'd say specialty. Each vampire, they're embraced into what we call clans, and each clan has sort of their own like special set of skills.
It's like family tree
Family,
line thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you are of a specific type of family that has the ability to do that. None of us are that. So it's
Nope.
really like something you have to kind of dig deep and figure it out. You'll have
But it
literal
it can be
eternity.
done.
By the way, you're immortal. You have literal eternity to do that. Sunlight will kill you. Fire hurts. Also, don't try to go near any active fires because you'll encounter something called the beast. That'll make you zoom the other direction because it's all survival instinct. Um, what other like quick things?
If you drink kindred blood, it's delicious. Until you drink too
That
much.
is super advanced. We're gonna wait on
We
that.
don't know. I just,
That's
everybody's got
uh,
their taste.
You, by the way, you're gonna fall asleep during the day. Don't be alarmed. That's because the beast again try to protect you from the sunlight. So it's just gonna kind of force you to hide somewhere. By the way, also do not go in public like this. Um,
And then very specific to you, and I don't know how much time you have, but you do need to choose a specific charge, so like a physical domain, a group of people, something like that, that is very clearly defined and limited, because you need to spend your day sleep surrounded by your chosen charge. That is very much a Samisi thing.
I feel like that's like more another intuition thing.
maybe
Yeah,
that's
The people
maybe
you
that's
like the most, go over there
maybe that's why I
like
came here.
Wow, it's this
to
place.
these abandoned shops.
I just used to come here a lot with my grandmother back in the day, and just seemed like a logical. Um,
Plays nostalgia.
you say it's some kind of a will thing.
Yeah. So you can try it now if you want to, but I don't know. Mentally, I don't know, visualize that you have the ability do to mold your own flesh and see if you can mold your own flesh. I'm not good at meditation practices like at all, so like I don't know how this works.
Okay.
Um, I
Maybe
act off instinct.
maybe it's maybe it's a matter of like just setting my mind to it and thinking of it in a way like setting a bone. Let me see.
Yes,
Sure. Oh,
just try it and see if it works.
And she kind of sits down and grabs her legs and kind of like snaps them back into normal position right in front of you. And it's like,
wow.
and it,
That was cool.
but it works. Her arms are still wrong, but she's like, okay, that worked.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like I could use a drink though.
Very fair. Do you want to start off with the person, or do you want to start off with, like, regular blood bags? Do you want me to get a raccoon? Like, what do you want to do here?
One of us, kindred. I mean,
No.
wouldn't that just make her stronger?
It would also cause a blood bond, and that's a
Right.
bit of a
Yeah.
lot
No.
for like day one. We're not gonna go into that
No,
right
no,
now.
no. So, hang on. Um, so Gavin has bond resistance. Your blood rebels against control. Add 1 die to your dice pool to resist a blood bond per level you take of this merit.
Yeah, but it's them drinking our blood,
Oh,
not
gotcha,
Gavin
gotcha.
drinking
Yeah.
their blood.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're not gonna do emotional commitment that fast because we don't know how crazy she is yet. So
I had a very good experience with the blood bond.
yeah, we're not gonna start there.
I
Do you want your choice? Do you want a bag or something warm? Like, how do you feel? Cold, warm.
I mean, there's like a voice in my head that says warm, but
Yeah, that will always say
I
warm.
just
But like morally speaking,
I don't want to
That
listen.
voice is the beast.
I don't want to listen to that guy. So
that's
I feel like I should have it soon.
yes.
Hmm.
I feel like you have access to a hospital or a blood bank, or because you are a medical professional.
Yeah, yeah,
Cool.
that's easy enough.
We could drive you to a place, and if you there's somewhere where they store blood, we could drive you there and get you something, or you can try to bribe your way through, but you'd have to like cover yourself up probably.
Yeah,
No, you can't
I
show it
need
because you're
to.
missing. By the way, you're missing for a few days,
Oh,
right?
Why don't we bring her someone thing?
Yes, that's the plan. But
Okay.
like, had to give us access.
access.
Yes, if you work at a medical place that has blood bags, um, do you have a way for us to get in, or would you have to get in?
If you're asking me if I can just send a bunch of strangers to the blood bank, I probably can't do that.
So Gavin here has ability to go invisible. I am also incredibly stealthy in other ways,
I can crawl the walls like you can.
and she's yeah. So we have different skills
Mhm.
to use to
I'm
prepare
also
that.
very charming, if we need that as a backup.
Charming your way into a blood bank is kind of strange, but that's also a thing.
True.
Yeah, just walking invisibly and getting it also works. Just have to tell us where to go.
All right. I don't think I can write, but here's an address.
I can write.
Here's a my purse is around here somewhere, I think. No.
Is it?
Well, I don't think so.
I don't think
Actually,
so. Just tell us information about it. And like, I don't know, directions, a room, whatever, we'll figure it out.
Okay. I can do that. And what do? I just sit here?
I mean, you can chill in Gavin's thing if you want to.
Yeah, I got an RV. There's TV, some bunch of playing cards if you want to, I don't know, play solitaire or something.
Or if you feel safer here, you can be here. However, you have already been noted by locals there's a cryptid around downtown, and that's a bad thing to do. Don't draw attention. This is apparently your zone.
We would be remiss if we did not mention the masquerade. You really have to keep it on the down low that who you are.
There's a reason why people think vampires aren't real.
Right. I don't.
Kind of a law.
I didn't exactly want to be on the news climbing up the walls. That wasn't wasn't on my bucket list.
Mm-hmm. So you can come, you can stay. Your choice.
All right, I'll come with you.
Okay.
She kind of pokes
So I
around.
have to pull the RV close.
Finds like a. Does anybody have like a? I don't know, some twine or a shirt?
Some twine or a shirt.
Yeah. Here you go.
A jacket, yeah.
All right, I apologize. And like she kind of like cuts up the shirt and like kind of ties her arms together so that they're not like split.
Good thing he has like 10 of the same shirt.
Yeah. All right, that'll work. If I could get like a coat or something to wear over it, that might do for now until I figured out how to fix this.
Probably something in the RV. Anyway, probably gonna pull that close and just kind of slip in there.
Yeah.
This is all very weird, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix this.
Yep. Goals. Aspirations in life. Not having split arms. It's a good place to start.
I think I know how to do it at least now.
Mhm.
But
Honestly, you have a really good profession for what you are right now. Like a head start in terms of like anatomy knowledge and stuff.
right. But shit, Adam and Mark are probably still out there somewhere.
That is very true. They're also missing. So you did last see them alive, though.
Yeah, they were also. I remember a little bit about being told to go play.
Like transform like you to go play, or
I don't exactly remember. I ran
fair.
and then
I too would run.
kind of tripped and fell and did this to myself. I'm gonna work on this, but
Well, we'll find them later. We'll deal with you now because I don't want you frenzying. That is when your beast decides that you're eating now, whether you like it or not. And
You kind of like black out as well.
blackout, red
way.
haze, different experiences, either way.
Yeah.
It just kind of beelines towards whatever is the most convenient thing to eat, and it doesn't care about your feelings on the matter. So we're gonna go now so we can feed you because you need to eat.
okay. Well, I fortunately I don't think that's happened yet. I haven't woken up next to a corpse or anything, so
We're gonna make sure
small
that continues
victories.
to not happen.
Small victories.
Right.
Okay, so are you just putting Sheila into the RV then?
Yes.
Okay.
And Gavin's gonna go in like there's a little like closet and pull out like a ragged looking like hoodie jacket thing and hey, here you go, and toss it over.
Okay. And she'll put that on and like it's kind of like that. Yeah, that works. I think.
That's
Close
like
enough.
super oversized.
So, I appreciate this. I'm gonna have to figure out how to be dead. I don't think I can just like go back to work.
Yeah, you're currently missing, and
Yeah.
maybe presumed dead. They're still looking for you. Do you have any local family?
Yeah.
Ah, that sucks. Um, I wouldn't recommend any visits. Probably have to figure out a story. So you can either be missing and presumed dead, or you can try to re-enter your own life and be found. It will create a bit of, extra attention, and you're not currently in the physical form to be doing that. So you're going to be missing for at least a bit, but you can technically recover later, like a few years. I don't know.
Hmm.
As I said,
Time
you're
goes by
literally,
faster than you think.
as I said, you're literally immortal. You will live forever. You will die violently only. So
Huh.
Yeah.
This kind of sucks.
yeah, it's a really bad start for you. I mean, you're not alone. Like, a lot of people don't really consent to it, but at least you have cool flesh powers.
I don't know if they're that cool yet.
I mean, you only had it for like few days.
And now
So
I cry blood. That's, oh god.
Oh yeah.
fact, you can cry at all is good at the moment, because that hungry beast inside of you also is not really congruent towards human stuff. So if you indulge it a bunch, you'll stop doing human things like crying or feeling anything, and just kind of focus purely on survival and indulgence. So crying's great, emotions are great, humans are great. Care about stuff.
Okay. Um, this is gonna be kind of forward, but I guess can I crash with you all for a while, or
We literally picked you up for this, yes.
okay?
Yeah.
I guess
You can bunk with me.
Where did you think you're going to be?
well, I was climbing walls for like a night, so I didn't really made a lot of plans yet. So
Yeah. But do you think we're just gonna find you and then just drop you off on the corner like, okay, good luck? No, you're here now. You're ours now.
Belong to us.
what? That means something. All right. Well, I don't know. I'll help y'all however I can. I don't know if I'm much, but I know where to
Well,
get
you're gonna
blood.
help us locate the other two, because they're probably still wandering around somewhere. Not right this moment. We're gonna get your entire thing together first, but Adam and Mark are a whole nother issue.
All right. Yep. We'll pay it forward.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lie down for a minute.
You won't be able to sleep, but yeah, you can do that.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think I'm gonna sleep. I just want to like not move for a little while.
Yeah, absolutely. You just snapped your knees back into place. You could lay down all you want.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. It's just kind of I'm still dealing with that mentally.
And while you're laying down, I think I'll give you a quick rundown on this whole cane thing and technically what you've been embraced into, but you still have a choice. So I think it's good to know your options and stuff. Um, yeah, and then I'm not gonna like actually do it, but Gavin's gonna kind of explain like the Sabbat and the Camarilla and how he was
Politics.
Sabbat, politics, how he was Sabbat, and now he's so all of that. And yeah, so that is kind of how the sects work and stuff. I didn't really get into the whole what we call Vauldery in the Sabbat, but that is yeah, Cain's the big guy in the Sabbat.
Oh yeah, by the yeah. So that's probably very important. The fact that Bible stories are true, by the way.
Yeah, that it's yeah. So I guess while you were embraced by somebody from the Sabbat, that Cainite is now dead. So you have a choice of if you want to, join or if you want to just be an independent, or I wouldn't recommend the Camarilla, bunch of stuffy capes over there.
I would recommend thinking about any politics at all
That
whatsoever
too.
for at least like 3 months.
Uh,
Like, get your life together first. Get your unlife together first. Figure out who you are as a person,
yeah, I think
and then we'll branch
I
out.
think I'm gonna think I'm gonna work on the whole drinking blood thing
Yeah,
for a minute, and
just
the
get.
no more sun. Oh boy.
Yep, no more sun.
I'm
Limited
used
family
to it.
contact. Unless you're really good at just stalking people. I am, but you probably don't have that type of like um lifestyle. Um you're not gonna be able to talk to any your friends. Um I hope you didn't have any kids.
I had six.
Uh, yeah, I did.
Uh
You had 6 kids, Gavin?
No, I was making a joke.
No, I have a
Oh,
Are they adult children or are they still children?
no, I have a little boy.
mm, you have a father living with anybody else. You should not just leave them at home.
Yeah,
They aren't latchkey.
I'm married.
Okay, cool. Great.
Not anymore.
I mean,
Sorry.
look, you have the ability to get back to your life. You just have to fix your body, and then a bunch of bullshit has to happen in terms of like manipulating people and blah 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 blah. We'll get into that. Just think about yourself for now and let that
Mhm.
happen over there, and we'll figure something out later.
Okay. Well, I guess let's go find that drink.
Mm.
And that might be a good place to stop.
right.
What do you think?
Yes,
Okay.
You think so?
you have a baby, a traumatized baby.
With two more children on the way, maybe.
Yes.
A little growing family. But yeah. So uh yeah. Thank you everyone for coming tonight. And we didn't get through everything that I wanted to get through tonight, but that's okay. That's when the GARP happens. We want to get through that. So I think yeah, probably the next time again that we would normally be on is
Black
yeah,
Friday.
Black Friday, which is just a terrible day for everything. So we won't be on. But next time we'll return to this and there'll be even more stuff to do. So I'm excited to see what comes of it. So again, appreciate y'all for coming out and of course weathering through the 10 o'clock mic issues that always happen. So
Right on schedule.
Yes, a lot of LARPs have the what is it the 10 o'clock monster. We have the 10 o'clock
Yes.
microphone issues. So, but yeah, we'll see you again next time.
All right.
Bye, everybody.